Welcome. Well, today I have a special one for you guys, okay? I have been debating telling this story for, boy, a long time. I think probably since I started the channel. And I've given it a lot of thought, and it's a funny story, and it's a true thing that actually happened in Jamaica back in the day. And, try don't judge because it's something that when I look back at it, I literally shake my head and say, did that really happen? So stay tuned to the end and you'll hear the details of how this went, right? So if you've been watching this channel a while, you know that when I lived in Jamaica, my family and I, we ran a lot of businesses, okay? We did all kind of something like we raised chicken, we had cows, we had goats, and we did a lot of that kind of farming. We had Peking ducks, which is the story I'm going to tell you today. Stay tuned. And we did businesses like we had appliance store, video club, bakery. I mean, you name it, okay? Juice factory. Like I can't even. We just could go on and on. Okay, so before we do too much talking about that, I'm going to launch into this story. So at one time, my husband at the time and I decided that we wanted to do a Peking duck business. We were going to get Peking ducklings from Jamaica Livestock Association, and we were going to raise them out, and we were going to sell them, sell the ducks, sell the eggs. We had our target market was the Chinese restaurants and of course friends and family and whatnot, right? So we go to Jamaica Livestock and we pick up, I think it started with like 600 ducks. And it was me and a friend of mine and my now ex-husband driving over Mount Rasa to go to JLA to pick up these ducks. And we get them in these little cardboard boxes that could hold, I think, 100 each. So we had 6 boxes of these little ducklings, right? So we're driving a pickup and it started to rain, so the 3 of us now, we pack up in the front of the pickup, and I have a little bit of claustrophobia sometimes. Not a little bit, when it lick. So I decided I was going to be in the middle. I don't know what came over me to even think that, but anyway, halfway coming up Mount Rasa, truck in front of us, cars behind us, in the pickup, all of a sudden, with a I don't know how many boxes were on my lap. My ex-husband was driving, and then my friend was on the right. All of a sudden, I just start to feel like I'm being, hemmed in, and I can't manage it, and I start to really have a panic attack. So anyhow, I took some deep breaths, and I was able to control myself, but it wasn't easy. And we got through the journey and got home with these ducks. So we get home with them now, and we are letting them out into the pen. And we had built this big, huge area to keep these ducks, right? And we start taking them out, and we're just letting out ducks. But nobody had really thought to really do some proper research, because what happened now is the ducks start to move in a circle, round and round and round in a circle, till they start trampling each other, until we start losing some of these ducks. Because what you should really do is put them in a confined area, right, with the light to keep them warm and whatnot, and then eventually you open up the area. So now we're in a panic catching back ducks, because they literally were going round and round, trampling each other, killing each other. It was pandemonium, right? So we solved that, and we grow out the ducks, and the ducks were not very far from the house. And I remember when they were growing, and this is not the funny part, like the end of this story where you hear what happened at the very end. No, I can't believe I'm telling this. Sorry, but anyhow, the ducks weren't far from the house. So anytime a little breeze blow or rainfall, you hear the 600 ducks like an orchestra out there, like quack, 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 quack. It was maddening, okay? So anyhow, I must tell you that it was one batch of ducks and it was it, okay? So anyhow, the time came now that we have to process the ducks for sale. And ducks is not like chicken. I don't know if you know about chicken, all of you farmers who are listening, you know that you can just pluck a chicken and that's okay. Not with ducks. If you pluck the duck, you're going to pull out a piece of the skin and it's going to look horrible and nobody not going to want to buy that duck. So there's a procedure to this and it's fairly involved. And it involves, you have to submerge the duck in hot beeswax, but it can't be too hot or else it scald the skin of the duck. And then you have to hold it in there for a certain amount of time and then pull it out and drop it straight into ice water so that the beeswax harden and form like a case, and then you pull off that and the feathers come out with that, right? So it's a bit of a procedure and we had never done it before. So we get the first order of about 60 ducks. I think it was more than one restaurant, but it was 60 ducks that we got an order for, and we were all excited. Great, first order come. And they wanted the ducks by a couple days time, right? And we never know how to do it. So at the time, we had a Volvo station wagon, a brand new Volvo too at the time, right? And they're talking to my ex-husband about this and saying, like, what are we going to do? Like, we need to figure out how we're going to process these ducks. He says, no worry, he has a plan. So next morning I wake up and I don't see him around. And when I look outside, I see him fixing up plastic inside of the back of the station wagon Volvo. And I'm like, what is he doing? So I go out on the veranda and I look and I see him inside there, taping up and tacking on this plastic into the back. The back seat is down and him have the whole part of the Volvo paste off with plastic, right? Making this, I guess, transportation vessel to take the ducks to go and get them processed by a man who used to live in down Mandeville Way. I'm not even sure exactly, but down that side of the island. And Malvern, he was in Malvern, right? And he was processing the ducks and he had a whole team of people doing it and he had the setup and whatnot. So the idea was to not go down there by ourselves and see them doing it and come back and do it, but to take the 60 live ducks and put them into the Volvo and drive them across Jamaica to go to Malvern to then arrive at this man's farm and take them out, process them and bring them back. Well, I couldn't believe my ears when I heard this was the plan, but this was the plan. So, two tools have the vehicle ready, right? Drive around by the pond and the pond and the area where we had the ducks, and the man them start to load up these ducks into the car. And you should have seen 60 live ducks in the back of a Volvo station wagon. People, let me tell you something. It was a sight to behold. Then now, we sit in the front now, so there's like this barricade between us and the back of the vehicle where the ducks are, right? But it's not airtight. So now, all of a sudden I look over and I see like a feather stick up in the nose and in the air, and feathers were flying over into the front, right? And so little from that, it looked like snow was falling in front. Anyway, we head out. And I'll never forget, for some reason, the one place I remember the most is, you guys might know the corner, I don't know exactly where it is, but there's like a really deep corner, like a hairpin bend. And when you turn the corner, you go up the hill and there's a wall. And there was 3 men sitting on the wall and we're driving by with the ducks in the back quacking. Us in the front look like snow falling in the car. And all I see them touch one another and I'm looking to see, what are these people doing? What's going on? Is this for real? I only see one man laugh till he drop off the wall. Well, let me tell you, I shamed till I couldn't shame no more. But you know what? Looking back now, I'm like, okay, life is an adventure. And I'll never forget this story, okay? So, oh God. So then we drive on a little more. And when we reach the people and place where them have the team of people who are now going to do these ducks, it's like the workers must have been thinking, who are these mad people? Because so that you have to go up a steep driveway, right? So at first the people are standing at the top waiting for us, and I don't know if they thought we were going to bring dead ducks, But when we reached, I only see some of the staff, I'm telling you, their face, the mouth just drop open when the Volvo get to the top of the hill and do so, and they can actually see what's going on in the back of the car. I'm telling you, it was not even slightly. I mean, I was embarrassed, but you know, hey, it's life. And we got there, and I know so they must have to laugh well after we left, because everybody was very quiet while it was all happening. But I know so when we left out, man, some man must have laughed till I'm weak. Okay? So anyhow, we got there and they took them off. They processed the ducks. We spent a little time well there learning the process, so that of course in the next couple of deliveries, however many there were, it was me doing it, and we were able to successfully learn how to do this, but a little unconventional method, don't you think? So anyhow, you know what, I just chalk it up to one more adventure in life. And as I say, you can see why it took me a while to tell you all this story, because I wasn't so sure, you know, what the judgment level is going to be like. But try don't judge me, people, okay? It was just, hey, we needed to deliver them and we got it done. But looking back, would I do it the same way again? Not so sure. But hey, my kids laugh, we all laugh every time we talk about this story. So I hope that you know, got some enjoyment out of it, and like and share with your friends. I'm almost afraid to say so. Anyway, I just enjoyed telling the story, but it was like reliving a moment. So anyway, I haven't done a video in a little while. I've been really, you know, kind of taking a little time since Christmas, and I had all the family here and it was wonderful, and we cook and eat and had a great time. So here we are launching into February, and it's Canada, so you know, it's kind of cold, but I'm looking forward to the spring and hopefully get myself back to Jamaica soon too. So one love, everyone. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Share, like, comment. Oh boy, I'm afraid to read them, but still comment. I'm gonna read them and I'll try and reply. Okay? See you on the next video.